On July 30th, 2025, the world watched in shock as a magnitude 8.8 earthquake erupted beneath the Pacific near Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. This was no ordinary tremor. It tied for the sixth most powerful quake ever recorded, its energy rippling across thousands of miles. The quake's epicenter was just 74 miles off Petropavlovsk, Kamchatsky, and at only 12 miles deep, it was a classic megathrust event. One tectonic plate violently sliding under another, heaving the ocean floor upward. The result, a massive displacement of water and a tsunami threat spanning the Pacific. Seismologists had seen warning signs. A 7.4 foreshock just 10 days earlier hinted at the immense pressure building in the region. After the main quake, at least 24 aftershocks rattled the area, one reaching 6.9 magnitude. The quake's energy dwarfed the Hiroshima bomb, a raw reminder of nature's power. But the real danger was just beginning. Tsunami waves, racing at jetliner speeds, now threatened millions from Asia to the Americas. The Pacific was on high alert, bracing for the next chapter in this unfolding disaster. The world waited, watching the ocean for signs of what would come next. In Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, buildings swayed violently, sending residents fleeing into the streets. The city, used to tremors, had never felt anything like this. Shelves emptied, windows shattered, and panic swept through the population. Hospitals treated minor injuries, mostly from frantic evacuations. Tsunami sirens blared, urging everyone in low-lying areas to seek higher ground. In Severo Kurilsk, the tsunami struck with 13-foot waves, flooding the port and a key fish processing plant. Strict building codes and quick evacuations prevented widespread destruction and loss of life. The psychological toll, however, was immense. Aftershocks kept nerves frayed and sleep elusive. Kamchatka's resilience was tested, but its preparedness saved lives. The ground had shifted and so had the sense of security. The fear of what might come next lingered long after the shaking stopped. Russia's Far East was battered first, but swift evacuations meant no fatalities despite severe flooding in Severo Kurilsk. In Japan, memories of 2011 spurred rapid action. Evacuation advisories for nearly 2 million people, sirens wailing along the northern coasts. The tsunami's impact was less than feared, with seawalls holding and major flooding averted. At Kuji port, water surged over 4 feet, but defenses held. The Fukushima Daiichi plant was evacuated as a precaution, but no new issues arose. Tragically, one woman died during evacuation in Mie Prefecture, and several others were injured in the rush to safety. The event underscored the stress and risk of mass evacuations, even when the physical damage is limited. Japan's vigilance and preparedness saved countless lives, but the emotional scars remain. The sea's threat is never far from mind. As the tsunami crossed the Pacific, Hawaii sprang into action. Sirens, evacuations, and highways jammed with people seeking higher ground. Waves up to 5.7 feet hit Maui, and nearly 5 feet reached Hilo, causing flooding but no major damage thanks to organized evacuations. California issued tsunami advisories, closing beaches and harbors from Los Angeles to Crescent City. The main threat: unpredictable currents, not towering waves. In Crescent City, waves reached 3.6 feet, a dangerous surge for the harbor. Lifeguards and police cleared coastlines, and the public heeded warnings, leaving beaches eerily empty. The event became a real-world test of warning systems and public readiness. By afternoon, the immediate threat had passed, but the lesson was clear: vigilance saves lives. The Pacific's reach is vast, and no coast is immune. Preparedness made all the difference. The earthquake's shockwaves triggered more than just tsunamis. A few hours later, Kamchatka's Klyuchevskoy Volcano erupted, spewing ash skyward. Scientists suspect the quake disturbed the magma chamber, setting off the eruption. Kamchatka sits on the volatile Pacific Ring of Fire, home to 29 active volcanoes and countless seismic threats. The tsunami warning spread across the Pacific, reaching as far as Chile, Ecuador, Peru, the Philippines, and French Polynesia. In Chile, mass evacuations included moving inmates from coastal prisons. The Galapagos Islands and Marquesas Islands saw waves up to 8 feet, prompting urgent evacuations. Authorities worldwide balanced safety with the risk of panic, relying on real-time data and experience. The entire Pacific Basin was on edge, united by a shared vulnerability. The quake's reach was global, its impact a stark reminder of our planet's power. The world watched and waited for the next move from nature. Amid the chaos, stories of courage shone through. In Kamchatka's cancer center, surgeons continued a complex operation as the quake struck, refusing to abandon their patient. Across Japan and Hawaii, millions responded to warnings with discipline and calm, following evacuation plans honed by past disasters. Communities checked on neighbors, volunteers managed shelters, and first responders worked tirelessly. Seismologists and emergency officials coordinated real-time responses, their expertise saving lives behind the scenes. Firefighters and police cleared danger zones, often risking their own safety. The event revealed the quiet heroism of ordinary people and professionals alike. Preparedness, teamwork, and resilience turned a potential catastrophe into a story of survival. The Pacific's fury was met with human resolve. In the face of disaster, it was people, acting together, who made the difference. Their actions formed a shield against nature's wrath. The question isn't why there was damage, but why there wasn't more. The quake's remote location and the Pacific's vastness helped dissipate its energy before it reached major cities. Early warning systems and public education proved invaluable. In Japan and Hawaii, seismic sensors and ocean buoys triggered instant alerts, and people knew exactly what to do. Years of drills and hard-won lessons created a culture of readiness. The Kamchatka earthquake was a global test of our systems and resilience, and in many ways we passed. But it also exposed vulnerabilities and the need for constant vigilance. For everyone living near coasts or fault lines, the message is clear. Have a plan, listen to warnings, and invest in resilience. We can't stop natural disasters, but we can survive them if we're prepared. The ground may shift, but our resolve must not.